So
Do I look into the camera? Sorry.
No, you
Looking at Fika.
yeah. What are the differences, the main differences between American English and British English?
Okay, so there are several different types of variations. So you have in speaking, you have your pronunciation, but in writing, you have spelling. We also obviously have vocabulary. My advice would be to try and learn both sides. There's not only one way. Being British, obviously, it would be nicer if you learned the British way, in a personal opinion. However, the Americans, there are more of them and it's more common around the world, so it's better to learn all of them. Let's not forget the Australians too, the New Zealanders, even South Africans. They speak differently, but the two main ones that people know are American and British.
Okay, so tell us the vocabularies, the American and British vocabulary.
Okay, so there are many different types of vocabulary. First, I'll give you an example of business vocabulary that you might use. Hopefully this doesn't happen to you. It might happen to someone else. You might have to do it to someone else. You might have to fire them. That is an American phrase, so you would have to say fire in pronunciation. But in England, we would say you would get the sack or you would sack someone. We have other examples that are in your home. For example, where your water comes out in the UK is called a tap. Americans would have no idea what a tap is. They think that's with a drum kit. They would use a faucet in British pronunciation, but they would say faucet, I think. Other ones include apartment and flat. I actually say, as a British person, a flat, but in Indonesia you tend to use the American style, so I live in an apartment. Last one I want to say, which can also entertain some of you Indonesians out there, we eat biscuits in the UK, in London, not biscuits, but we also eat cookies, but we eat cookies because they are American cookies. Americans don't really have biscuits, so it's a very different type of thing to eat, yes.